Hello, LP team. I'm Clovis, and for this mission storytelling video, I wanted to express the recent mission I encountered. Recently, starting African Leadership Program, I discovered African missions that were implemented within our program. I realized that the main problem here in Rwanda is infrastructures, mainly drainage infrastructures. So personally, I grew up in an area where houses would be destroyed every 3-4 months, and due to rain, houses would literally fall, and because of heavy rain and lack of drainage systems, there were a lot of infrastructure problems. And looking at them with the few knowledge I have in infrastructure development, I realized that there's a really low implementation of drainage systems. And through that ELAB assessments, I realized that by talking to companies, by talking to Ministry of Infrastructures, I realized that the problem isn't that there need an improvement of drainage systems. The problem is literally is no drainage infrastructures. When you think of it, you think of you see dams, you see water passing by when it's really rainy, but you never think where does that water go. You never think where does it end, where like all the water just stung up, where does it go. And when you realize that in Rwanda it's mainly hills and that water just flow down to the lowest level, realize that's how many places get flooded. And when you realize that, you realize also that there is a really lack of structures specialized of that here in Rwanda. Here in Rwanda, we have this really specific situation. For example, if you ever went around Inyange district, there's a really big artificial lake. And what's funny about that, it's been created by rain. One day people woke up and it was there, literally. So like rain stagnated over the years again and again, and eventually created an artificial lake. And this is one of the solution I'd like to implement. Solution whereas instead of putting so much money in the buildings of drainage systems across the country, why not develop systems that can literally store the water, and same water can be reused. So we're talking about water recycling, and it's also a double solution for other problems there as lack of water, which is increasing here in Rwanda and Africa, and also for infrastructures which were falling. Majority of them infrastructures were high humidity. This high humidity is because majority of the houses destroyed or infrastructure destroyed is because the infrastructures of drainage within a house isn't really specific. Because we see drainage systems around when you're working a lot, but that's for the street, and for a house it's really different. Many houses here in Rwanda are cliff. Like it's rare to find people living literally on flat surfaces, because Rwanda is a 1,000 hills country, and it's how it is. But knowing that for one house water can just flow, and the other house water can just stagnate and literally build belt in the wall as the pavement just let the water flow, and realize that having solution within houses could be the only possible outcome in our situation. Having the case where you can literally have a house which can store more than, I don't know, 50 to 60 to 70 liters of water, same rainwater that can be recycled for use, would be the possible outcome for many years coming. So thank you. That's my mission.